from the back, 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 from the back.
Guys, we are back. We are back with another live stream, fam. Premier League predicciones, bro. I think I'm gonna start doing my Premier League predictions every Thursday now. Just leading up to the weekend. We have got a massive fixture parted into first place and second place in the Premier League. We have Arsenal versus Chelsea, so we're going to be doing a predicciones for that. I think we're going to do that first and then get the other fixtures, of course, over and done with. We do have Manchester United, my team that I support, going to a Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace. It's going to be a difficult fixture for them. Let me just bring up the fixtures table on Footmob because I don't think I've linked it on OBS. Here it is. There. Here it is, guys. Here it is. So the game that I am going to do first is Arsenal versus Chelsea because there's a very interesting matchup in that game, right? And if you can tell by the thumbnail that I put out for this, Moises Caicedo versus Declan Rice. This is the Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice derby, bro. Who is the best midfielder in the Premier League? That is the fixture, bro. That is genuinely right there, their fixture. Who's going to be better, Moises Caicedo or Declan Rice? Of course, Arsenal are top of the table, as I said, on 29 points, while Chelsea are second with 23 points, right? Arsenal have only lost one game so far in the Premier League, guys, and that was to Liverpool. If you guys do remember the free kick that Dominic Szoboszlai scored, absolute screamer, while Chelsea have lost 3. And I want to check out their last previous 5 fixtures. Of course, Chelsea recently just beat Barcelona, while Arsenal recently beat Bayern Munich convincingly as well, because those two teams were the favorite. Those two teams are the favorites to win the Champions League, and Arsenal just absolutely brushed them aside. They had played Tottenham Hotspur before that, slapped them up 4-1, but they do have a few players missing. Leandro Trossard is missing. Victor Gyökeres is missing. Gabriel is missing. Gabby Jesus is missing. Kaya Havertz is missing. While Chelsea, they've got Lavia out, Levi Cole out, Cole Palmer out, and Dario Esugo out. And I'm pretty sure Esugo has not fixtured yet for Chelsea this season. So I'm pretty sure he's not played for them yet, right? So interesting matchups, in my opinion, guys. The interesting matchups, right? I think that Chelsea's attack going, of course, forward to attack the Arsenal defensive line, that's going to be interesting to see, because Arsenal's like defensive line, as I said, they have got Gabriel missing, but the guys that have been deputizing for Gabriel in Mosquera and Piero Hincapié have been absolutely brilliant, right? So that's going to be one matchup to look out for. I do hope that Enzo Maresca does play Willian Esteval. I think that kid right now is genuinely good enough to actually start in this match, bro. You get what I mean? On that right side, and it's good. It's going to be very fascinating to see who Arteta is going to choose for that left back spot. Is it going to be Calafiori? Is it going to be Miles Lewis Kelly? Because I want to see how they're going to handle Willian Esteval. While on the other side, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to start for Chelsea in that left wing spot. Is it going to be Gittins? Is it going to be Pedro Neto? Is it going to be Alejandro Garnacho? In my opinion, I genuinely do think that it should be Pedro Neto starting on the left-hand side, and then in the midfield, it should be Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and João Pedro playing behind Liam Delap. I think that's how Chelsea should be setting up, right? And then, of course, with Arsenal, Zubimendi, Eze, and Declan Rice in that midfield 3. Eze, these last 2 games, has been absolutely cooking for Arsenal. A hat-trick versus Spurs, like what, 2 days ago versus Bayern Munich, absolutely ripped them apart. You get what I mean? So it's gonna be a very fascinating matchup, and once again, right, I want to see what Arsenal's attack is going to do versus Chelsea's defense, because Chelsea's defense, especially the centre backs, in my opinion, and the goalkeeper in Sanchez, does not fill me with a load of confidence, man. So Um, I'm gonna go with a 2-2 draw, guys. I am going with a 2-2 draw regarding this game. I think that Chelsea, they are gonna be more up for this game. I don't know who was saying it. Speaking about like Chelsea's form, right? Saying that like yeah, Chelsea, they're on top right now, but for me with Chelsea is the thing. What worries me, right, is where is it there, that fixture there, right, versus Karabag, just like a 2-2 draw with a team from Kazakhstan. it, they should be beating them, bro. Like Chelsea fucking beat Wolverhampton. They beat Burnley. They beat Barcelona, bro. You get what I mean? So it's just there. I'm just worried about that, bro. Because if those Chelsea players can't even like show the level versus Karabag, and then Arsenal are going to a Stamford Bridge, like would they raise their level? That's the only thing what generally worries me, right? But this should be like, come on, man. You're at home. You're in second place. You're trying to stop your rivals from winning the league, right? And of course, throwing a wrench in their plans. Yeah, I'm saying a 2-2 draw, bro. Those guys should be up for it, bro. They should be up for it, dude. So that's what I'm calling it as, guys, right there. A 2-2 draw between Arsenal and Chelsea. I don't think that Chelsea is gonna win that game. I do think that they are gonna put up a good fight, right? But yeah, 2-2 draw, 2-2 draw. Anyway, Brentford versus Burnley. So Brentford, Burnley, 3 p.m. Kickoff on Saturday afternoon. Brentford, I want to check out Brentford's last fixtures because they lost 2-1 to Brighton and Hove Albion. They beat Newcastle 3-1, lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace, beat Grimsby 5-0, and beat Liverpool 3-2, bro. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. While Burnley, they've lost to Chelsea, lost to West Ham, lost to Arsenal, beat Wolverhampton, beat Leeds. Not a load of players are missing for both teams, and I said it before. Yeah, I said this last week. For me, I really like Brentford's attack, dude. I think that Kevin Shaw is a good player. Igor Thiago's moving crazy. He's the top goal scorer in the Premier League. It's not Haaland. It guys, like the top goal scorer in the Premier League is not Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is in like a different planet, bro. We players like that we don't count on our planet, bro. For us mortals, dude. Igor Thiago is the top goal scorer in the Premier League, dude. It is, fam. And of course, Dango Watara, good player. Damsgaard, good player. Jordan Henderson as well, very well experienced in the Premier League. He has won the Premier League as well, also won the Champions League too. While with Burnley, I think their performance versus Chelsea for me, again, not good enough. You know, at home, at Turf Moor, they put up a better fight versus Liverpool, where they took Liverpool like down to the last wire for Liverpool to actually get a freaking penalty for them to actually win that match, right? But at the moment, man, like I'm not really impressed with Burnley. Um, I'm gonna go for 2-0 win for Brentford, bro. Brentford to win that game 2-0. And also, I do have the Europa League up as well, guys. I've got the Europa League up too. So Villa right now are beating Young Boys 2-1. So for the people that are interested, and then the other games are full time. Porto beating East 3-0. Right. Manchester City versus Leeds. Man City versus Leeds. Yeah. Listen, guys. You know what I smell? Do you guys know what I smell, bro? 1 second. Do you guys know what I smell? A beatdown, bro. I'm smelling a beatdown, fam. This match. I'm giving it a certified beatdown to Man City, bro. Beatdown beatdown, bro. You got what I mean? Like Erling Haaland, he's gonna of course play with a chip on his shoulder. They've recently like Man City, I think they've got back-to-back losses. Yeah, back-to-back losses, losing against Newcastle at St James's Park over the weekend, lost to Bayer Leverkusen 2 days ago. You know what I mean? Like, and a surprise loss, in my opinion, because I think that Leverkusen so far this season have not been good enough whatsoever. Had players missing, of course, Frimpong, Verts out, right? But listen, Manchester City, they're gonna look to bounce back, bro. And it's a shame that a newly promoted team is going to the Etihad Stadium while they need this bounce back. And I don't think that Leeds will have the answers, bro. Like Man City will have too much for them. They'll generally have too much for them. I'm expecting Turkey to do well. Haaland, Foden, and also Jeremy Doku. I'm saying 4-0. 4-0 or 4-1 just to be nice. 4-0, 4-1 just to be nice, bro. We'll move on. We'll move on, mate. We'll move on. Sunderland. Ooh, this is a good game. This is a good game, you know. Sunderland versus Bournemouth. I think about Bournemouth. They've been, yeah. Bournemouth have not won a game in their last three matches, while Sunderland they've not won a game as well in their last three matches. Both teams very well coached, right? And Sunderland at home at the Stadium of Light this season, there have been a formidable force, bro. They've been a formidable force. They have beaten what West Ham. They've beaten Wolves. They've beaten. No, they drew with Arsenal as well. Like Arsenal, like the team that's at the top of the table, they drew with them, and they've got players who are on good form. Wilson Isidore, Siddiqui, Granit Xhaka is doing well for them. Enzo Lefebvre, Dan Ballard, Nordi Mukiele, Robin Roofs, the goalkeeper has been absolutely fantastic so far this season. While with Bournemouth, I'm pretty sure Semenyo is still out, their best player, but they've still got players of quality. Elias Junior Krupi, Evan Nilsson, Tyler Adams, Trufair. I think that's Marcus Tavernier, because Marcus has got a brother called James Tavernier. I think he plays for Rangers. I'm pretty sure that's Marcus, right? So both teams have got quality and once again very well coached. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating game, guys. Fascinating game. This one is definitely a certified one to watch. Certified one to watch game. This is right there. That this gets my seal of approval for a one to watch game. And I'm gonna say 3-2 Bournemouth, guys. I'm gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna lie. Cause maybe I'm putting Bournemouth up too much on a pedestal, right? But like with what Andoni Ilo is doing with these guys and the way that they play football and the way that they press, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna go with a 3-2 Bournemouth win. Even though once again Bournemouth have been struggling, fam. But listen, I have to give that to the Cherries. I would not be surprised if Sunderland beats Bournemouth as well. Right. Everton versus Newcastle United. Let's check out Everton's, bro. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Everton's last three games. They beat Man United 1-0 with 10 men at Old Trafford. A really shitty, useless Man United. A crappy, awful Man United, bro. Sad, pathetic excuse of professional football players, Man United. They beat Fulham 2-0 and they drew 1-1 with Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. While Newcastle lost 2-1 to Olympique Marseille. They beat Man City 2-1. They lost 3-1 to Brentford away, right? And the players that Newcastle have missing, Kieran Trippier, William Osula, and Johan Wissa. Wow. Everton have got Seamus Coleman out because he came off actually against Man United. Jared Branthwaite, Nathan Patterson, Idrissa Gana Gay with the red card, with the whole issue with him, with Michael Keane and Merlin Rowe, right? And players that are gonna affect the game, in my opinion. So the players that are going to affect the game, of course, for Everton, there's those three names: Jack Grealish, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, and Iliman Ndada, of course, going to do something. While with Newcastle, I'm expecting a Bruno to do something. Tonali, Harvey Barnes, and Jacob Murphy too. Hopefully Votemada does something for Newcastle. Hopefully he starts scoring again, because he's gone on a barren spell actually without scoring. It's actually been a few games now since he's not scored, right? So let's see what happens. I'm gonna say 2-1 Everton. 2-1 Everton. 2-1 Everton. I think that Everton at home is definitely going to cause Newcastle issues. So that's why I'm saying 2-1 Everton. And where are Everton right now? I'm pretty sure they're like say yeah. They literally sandwiched right between Manchester United and Liverpool, bro. That's hella weird, dude. That's hella weird, bro. What the hell is this, bro? What is this league this season, bro? Honestly, what is this league this season, guys, dude? Crazy, 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 crazy stuff. But even like Villa fourth place, like how like the way that they started this season, I would not even got them for like fourth place. Right, Spurs versus Fulham. Spurs, of course, back-to-back losses. A brutal loss versus Arsenal in the North London derby and losing to Paris Saint-Germain last night and conceding back-to-back hat-tricks, by the way. Midfielders, Eze scoring a hat-trick versus Tottenham, and then you've got Vitinha scoring a hat-trick versus Tottenham yesterday in the Champions League, while Fulham have beaten Sunderland 1-0, lost 2-0 to Everton, and won 3-0 versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Spurs have got a few players missing. Christian Ramona, mate. Christian Romero, Kota Takai, Radu Dragusin, James Madison, Yus Basuma, Dejan Kulusevski, and Dominic Solanke. While Fulham have got Anthony Robinson missing and Rodrigo Muniz missing. Right? Listen. I'm expecting one person to do something, bro, in this game, fam. And I'm expecting Randall Colomawani to actually start because I'm pretty sure he scored 2 goals versus Paris Saint-Germain last night, right? And for me, I think he's a better striker than Richarlison, but Richarlison gets himself around though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The guy always pops up with a goal, but I'm saying that Colomawani definitely like it has to be involved in this, bro. You get what I mean? For Spurs, because Spurs is such a weird team as well, because these guys at home they're terrible, but away from home they're actually really good. Like all the previous matches that they've played at home, guys, have been crazy. Like Manchester United, the only match is Copenhagen in the Champions League where they won 4-0. But aside from that, like I think they lost to Villa, they drew with Wolverhampton Wanderers, they lost to Chelsea, they drew 2-2 with a Manchester United, man. So yeah, man, it's very strange, dude, because Fulham might actually show up and actually play well and win. You know what? I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Like with Fulham, there's not names that really pop out. Like in my opinion, Josh King, Raul Jimenez, Wilson, Iwobi, Kevin. You get what I mean? So I'm just gonna go with a 1-1 draw. Man like Valentino fam from the back, from the back, bow, 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 bow from the back, from yo, bro, from the back, pow, 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 pow. Oh my god, bro. Oh my days, these. That still kills me. That still kills me. That genuinely still kills me up until now, bro. It's too funny. It's absolutely way too funny, fam. Right, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. So here we are. Here we are with these useless air methods, bro. Here we are with these useless assholes, fam. Here we are, bro. Like, we're traveling away to Selhurst Park to play against a good team with good players. They play the system better. They play the system better. They Crystal Palace play that 3-4-3 formation better than we do, bro. You get what I mean? And Crystal Palace, yeah, it's not been a happy hunting ground for Man United at Selhurst Park, bro. It's not been, bro. These recent years we've suffered, bro. We have absolutely suffered, dude. And do I expect these useless fuckers to show up? No, I don't. No, I don't, bro. And it's sad as I mean, I keep saying that, like, you need to support your team, but I'm like, I'll be delusional to to say otherwise, bro. Like, I do not trust these players. You get what I mean? Like, I don't trust these useless pricks to even bring intensity. There's one thing, right, that I always say regarding these Man United players, fam, and it's intensity. Like, home and away, bring intensity, but they'll never do that, fam, because they've not got fucking balls. They've not got balls, bro. Like, well, I have to call it how it is, guys. Like, these guys are so fucking problematic. Their mentality and the so-called leaders in that team, bro, it's just not it, bro. It's just not it, bro. They're fucking wank. That's what they are. That's what they are, bro. You're at home against 10 men Everton. They did you a favor. They handed you a lifeline, and you still managed to lose that, bro, by putting out a sucker shit performance like you did on Monday, fam. You know what I mean? And you expect me to pick you guys at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace, against a 10-man Crystal Palace, and yeah. Yeah, this guy says 4-0, man. Palace Man United, 4-0 to Man United is my prediction, bro. Listen, you're more optimistic than me, my guy. And there's gonna be idiots out there, bro. I hate people like this. Who needs to support the team though? Who needs to support the team though? When you support them, or when you support them and show them a little bit of faith, they shaft you in the ass, bro. You got what I mean? You need to support the team though. You brainless fucking fools, bro. You brainless fucking fools, fam. That's what these guys are, bro. That's why they man them are, fam. People having a go at flexing. It's like what they expect me to do to get my hopes up. to get my hopes up. You get what I mean? Oh yeah, we're gonna win. You get my hopes up, and then when these guys come onto the pitch at Selhurst Park and then they put out a fucking below par performance, not running, not showing fight, getting bullied, getting pushed around. You get what I mean? Like, and people expect me to bat these guys who can't even bat them fucking selves. Pricks, bro. Pricks, fam. They pissed me off, man. They've absolutely pissed me off, bro. Fuck these players, dude. They get on my nerves, bro. They proper get on my nerves. They are 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. But I'm just highly like, it's 95% likely it's a loss. 95% likely it's a loss, bro. They've only got if they've got a 1% chance of drawing and a 4% and a 4% chance of winning, bro. Idiots, bro. They fucking get on my nerves, these players, bro. Bitches, bro. Right, we'll move on. Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. I've lost train of I've lost my train of thought there because I was feeling with those Man United players. But Villa have been really good, you know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Villa have been really, really good. Look at this, bro. Their last 3 games, 2-1 versus they're winning right now versus Young Boy. Oh no, they won. They beat Young Boys 2-1. Leeds United, they beat 2-1. Then that was a brilliant performance by Morgan Rogers as well in that game versus Leeds. 4-0 win versus AFC Bournemouth. Wow, Wolverhampton Wanderers, bro. These guys, dude, they've never won a game whatsoever, dude. They've been getting absolutely smoked home and away, cooked, bro. So with this one for me, I'm gonna go with it's a West Midlands derby as well, isn't it? It's the West Midlands derby as well. So yeah, it's a 3-0 win. 3-0 win for Aston Villa, bro. I don't see any way that like Wolves are gonna do something this season, bro. Like those players, dude. Those Wolverhampton Wanderers players, bro. Yeah, chopped, absolutely chopped. Nottingham Forest versus Brighton Hove Albion. I'm pretty sure Nottingham Forest are playing soon or right now, actually, because it's a Sunday. It's a Thursday. Okay, so they've not got the fixture, but they should be playing right now in the Europa League or in the Conference League. But the last game was against Liverpool. They beat them 3-0 at Anfield. Beat Leeds United 3-1. Drew with Sturm Graz 0-0. While Brighton and Hove Albion beat Brentford 2-1. Crystal Palace drew 0-0. Crystal Palace in that derby, which is very strange, and beat Leeds United 3-0. This is going to be at the City Ground. It's a Sean Dyche team, and you know how Sean Dyche likes to set up some next level haram football. This is Fabian Hutzler's football as well with Brighton. Gomez, Ayari, Ruter, Welbeck, Minter, Beliebe has not been up to pace whatsoever this season, bro. He has been a completely different player, man. He has been so different, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Right, I'm gonna go with a 2-1 Forest win. I think Nottingham Forest is actually gonna win this game, guys. That's what I think. That's what I think, brother. West Ham United versus Liverpool. Right, West Ham have been doing decent, these last three games. Yeah, these last three games have been doing decent. Drew 2-2 with Bournemouth, beat Burnley 3-2, beat Newcastle 3-1. While Liverpool they've just been, mate. Honestly, Liverpool, I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on with these guys, dude. Let's look at the last fixtures. Lost 4-1 versus PSV Eindhoven. Lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest, and lost 3-0 to Manchester City, bro. Their last three games, they've been absolutely demolished, bro. They've conceded 10 goals in the last three games. Crazy, 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 crazy. And now it's away at the London Stadium, which Liverpool actually do well or way over there, because the majority of times when I've seen them play against West Ham at West Ham Stadium, they actually do win, right? But this is Nuno's West Ham, bro. This is Nuno's West Ham, dude. And if you can't break them down or score from open play, you're cooked. You're absolutely cooked, because defensively, it's gonna be a five at the back, bro. And it's a West Ham team that's tough and freaking rugged, man. Max Kilman, you know what I mean? Wan-Bissaka, Fernandez, man. Juve, Jean-Claire Todibo. So that 1-0 West Ham, bro. 1-0 West Ham. 1-0 West Ham. I don't like giving Liverpool wins. Of course, I do not like giving Liverpool wins, bro. Like, for me, it's not it. It's not it, man. So yeah, 1-0 West Ham. That's what I'm gonna say for that. And then we've done Chelsea, Arsenal. Anything on Monday? There's nothing on Monday, guys. I think that's it, man. I think that is it. I'm gonna have to cut this short. I'm gonna have to cut this short once again. Thank you so much for the people that have tuned in. Shout out to Valentino. If you're watching this on the VOD, I really appreciate it a lot. I was gonna do a Europa League like update thing, and oh, wait 1 second. Forest almost scored. Kalimawendo. Kalimawendo just literally almost scored as well. It's like slashed across the net. I was gonna do that, but yeah, it seems like there won't be any time for that, mate. There won't be any time for that. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nah, nothing. Nothing. Crystal Palace. I thought they were in behind there. Yeah, Rangers, Braha, Forest, Malmo, Strasbourg, Palace. Strasbourg, Palace is a good game, and Aberdeen, Norway as well. Right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it there. I'm gonna cut it there. Thank you so much. I will catch you a lot later.